Hey beautiful! Welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now my dear, hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about who is the one for you. Now, this was a suggestion of one of you guys, so thank you very much for that. And yeah, let's look into who the one is for you when it comes to love and romance, of course. Now, this may be something that means something different for a lot of people, but whatever the one means for you. For some people, it may mean their lifelong partner. For others, it may mean their future spouse. For others, it may be their soulmate. So whatever the one means for you personally, that's what I'm going to look into the energy for. And my dear, as always, I have 3 panels you can choose from. And today I chose 3 cards that, represent this love energy. The first card we have is the Two of Cups. The second one is the Lover's card. And the third one is the Four of Wands. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see who's the one for you. Now, before we start with the candle wax reading, my dear, I would like to get you one card from this tarot deck, which is the archetype, not tarot deck, oracle deck, which is the archetype oracle deck. And yeah, let's look into one card, which one represents your person's energy the most. Let's look into that, which archetype represents the one for you the most. So let me see. Let's start right away. For my beautiful pile 1, let's see who's the one for you. For my beautiful pile 1. All right, let's get you guys one card. Okay. So the first card we have is the visionary archetype, and it says capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Interesting. All right, let me put this aside. Okay. So for my beautiful pile 1, who's the one for you? Very interesting. The first message I'm getting is also a message. Okay, I really feel like this trait or this characteristic that I'm about to share with you guys regarding this person is something that you will have a lot of deep respect for. And it's something that you will admire about this person so much. What is that? The first message I'm receiving is, this is someone who thinks for themselves. This is a free thinker. This is not someone who goes with the crowd or just says okay to whatever is represented to them. This is someone who wants to, really use their mind and think critically or think out of the box. They want to see the bigger picture. They don't just want to see a puzzle piece, they want to see the whole puzzle. And I really feel like this is something that you will see in them through a lot of different scenarios. It could be through a conversation, through a discussion, or just when it comes to certain views that they have. You're gonna see that this is someone who loves to expand their mind, not only when they have to, but just generally speaking, all the time, they love to emerge into certain maybe areas of life that other people are maybe a little bit trying to, you know, um, get away from or don't like to think about. For example, such as what happens after we leave this physical body, right? This could be something that a lot of people are trying to avoid thinking about because it's not something pleasant, because a lot of people think whatever comes after that is something not not good, or it's something scary, this uncertainty, the unknowingness, right? This person is the kind of person that loves to emerge into topics that just make you think from a higher perspective. This is such a thinker. And what I find very interesting is that because they have emerged themselves into a lot of different world views and topics and like perspectives, this is also someone who comes up with a lot of great ideas because they are not just trapped in a little box and that's like their perception, that's all they can see of the world. No, they have such a wide look on life, and because they allow themselves to receive so much information, it's kind of like they're also very, very wide open to ideas. And I feel like this person has come up with a lot of great ideas throughout their lifetime. It could, for example, be connected to their work, or it could be connected to maybe only their personal life. But this is the kind of person you go to when you either want to receive more information regarding a topic, because they're definitely going to be knowledgeable regarding that, or if you want to see a new perspective on something, and also if you want some kind of ideas. This person has a beautiful mind. They allow themselves to flow, not just be stuck on one thing, but really see, this like different perspectives on something without going into judgment mode, or without going into like teaming up or such things. No, they allow themselves to observe very neutrally and gather information. Yeah, for some reason, I do feel like this person may use this brilliant mind of them to also help other people. And even if it's just on the very simple basis of like in their personal life, maybe certain people like to approach them. Like, for example, I talked about the fact that this is the kind of person who emerges into a lot of different topics and area of life. Let's just say this is someone who's also very interested in investment and in like economy and all things money. So let's just say they like on a personal level to educate themselves regarding that. They have a really great mind regarding how things are working when it comes to that. This may be just something they do for themselves or just because they're interested in it, but still, it could be the case that they have, let's just say, friends who would like to get a opinion, regarding some kind of investment that they are about to do. It's not like this person knows everything. Of course not. They're also just a human being and they like to educate themselves to get to know more and more things. So it's not like they have the ultimate answer to everything, but people know that they are coming from a place of curiosity, and this is really what makes them want to gather information, because no matter how old this person is, they haven't given up this very childlike curiosity of life. A child wants to get to know the world. They always ask questions. They always want to know more and more and more. And sometimes when you become an adult, you're a little bit also stuck in your own ways, right? And with this person, they're not stuck in their own ways. They like to always expand. So it's not like this person has the ultimate answer to, the best way of investing, but excuse me, investment. But still, they're very knowledgeable regarding that. And this is just an example. So their friends like to, have a discussion, get their opinion, because this person may speak about certain things that maybe the friend hasn't thought about regarding the investment. So I hope I can explain this the best way possible, but basically, I feel like there is a whole world in this person's mind that needs to be seen or needs to be explored. And also, if you are someone who likes to be intellectual, or you like to sometimes, talk about the world and even topics that go beyond the world, I really feel like with this person, you found someone who likes to engage themselves into those topics. And once again, definitely a open-minded person, a free thinker. Yeah. Okay. This is all I'm getting from this card. Oh my goodness, I just nearly talked 10 minutes just about this card. But I mean, that's the thing, a card can show us a lot of information. And yeah, I'm also an intuitive reader, so I definitely get a lot through that. But let's now go to the candle wax reading. So let's start with your reading, my dear. And as always, before the reading, I also meditated for you guys. And I talked a lot already, so let's look into the candle wax reading. I have your candle right here, so let me light it up. As always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for my beautiful pile one. Who's the one for you? What do you need to know about them? Who's the one for my dear pile one? Let's see. Okay, I'm receiving a very interesting message here, my dear. It's almost like I'm looking into maybe a phase in this person's life. What I received was, I really feel like this person has gone through a period in their life in which they went into solitude, or they went into and it was much needed, I'm hearing. They opened themselves up to a time in which they... One second. Yeah, it's kind of like them really getting in touch with themselves and with the world around them. Honestly, there is a slight spiritual aspect to this, but still, that doesn't mean that this person is like would consider themselves spiritual. I mean, maybe for some they do, but that's not the point in here. I really feel like this is someone who's very well reflected. This person has done, especially once again, I'm getting one particular period in their life which has literally changed themselves as well, which has allowed them to go into this self reflection, and it has really helped them to look into a lot of different sides of them. Definitely shadow work is coming through here as well. I feel like this person has at one point in their life done shadow work, even if they don't know what shadow work is. They've done it, and it has really allowed them to not only connect to themselves in a much deeper level, but to become a much more, I'm hearing courageous soul. What I find so interesting is that it's almost like this person has come here in this lifetime to do something, for other people. And in preparation to that, they had to go through this self-reflection period in their life to prepare, prepare themselves to that. What is this about? 1 second. Yeah, I feel like this person, for you, my dear, they will do a lot of good things. Like, this could be someone who at one point in their life will do a lot of humanitarian work, or will even wake certain people up, awaken them to their own true power. But first, of course, you yourself need to be awakened to that, right? I mean, you have to also, like, you can't preach something if you are in complete, how do you say that? Like, a resistance to it, right? Or you can't say something, but then show something totally different. And I feel like this person, like, in order for them to empower people the way they will, they first have to find empowerment within themselves. And this is something that has happened for them. It's kind of like they went through a period in their life in which they woke up to how powerful they can be. You know, how powerful a human being can be if they are well balanced emotionally, mentally, and when they are passionate to helping others. I also feel like, my dear pal one, I'm getting the message that this is someone who's very generous as well. And that's a very interesting message, because I feel like, especially with this person's like time and energy, they're very, very generous with this. This person, no matter when a friend reaches out to them, they will be there for that friend. They will be there, helping, being there, nurturing. This is someone who, honestly, this is the way I received it. If you have this person in your inner circle, you're blessed. Because this is the kind of person who cares so much for their people, and I'm hearing they share so much love. So much love. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe they came here to also share this love with other people somehow, to empower other people with this love. It's almost like there's this mysterious energy following this person. You know, there's this mysticism. It's kind of like, this person came here to bring a gift, and it has something to do deeply with their own spiritual journey. Even if they don't remember it I can't talk, specifically as a part of their spiritual journey, even if it's something that their higher self knows at this time and this person's 3D self doesn't know, but they really came here to, I'm hearing, unite people somehow. Unite people with love. So looking into this person's future, honestly, I feel like there's a lot to look forward to, because there will be a lot of people this person will connect with, and this person will help. And do you remember we got also, let me show you guys, we got the visionary one, right? The visionary archetype. And it's kind of like this is exactly what this person is. They are a visionary. They see things before other people see them, and without regard for personal gain, right? Yeah, this person will create a lot of things for other people, which will be great ideas, and they will help a lot of people. They don't do it because they're hoping something to get out of this. This is about them helping because they want to help. And it starts in their personal life. They may help like people around them, friends, family, but throughout the time, like if we're looking to the future, on the path they are on, they will help people more and more, like outside of their inner circle. This is the kind of person who may create an organization or create some kind of community to help those who are in need or who need support. This is the kind of person, this is the kind of energy the one carries. The one for you. Wow. And you know what makes this beautiful? Yeah, what makes this person like the most beautiful? It's that they're not scared to empower others. They're not scared to lift other people up. Now, why am I saying it like that? Because unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there who don't like seeing other people thrive because it may trigger them or it may make them feel jealousy and stuff like that. It may make them feel less because they see people doing so much more. Um, and what's very important is to know that we all carry our own individual light. And just because someone is doing something that we perceive as more or as greater or whatever it may be, that doesn't mean someone else's greatness takes away our greatness. And in fact, when we lift each other up, we create an environment in which we all can rise together. So I really feel like this is the kind of person who uplifts others, you know. And just because, let's just say they help a friend out, and this friend, let's go back to the investment example, shall we? So let's just say they help a friend with an investment, and it was a great investment. Like this friend really made profit with that. This person will not think, oh no, like now this person has done more profit than me. I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have done it and stuff like that. No, this is the kind of person who is happy for other people when they're happy. That doesn't take anything away from their own happiness. In fact, the complete opposite. When they do good, when they give away, when they share positive energy with others, this is the best way to uplift themselves as well. This is a very noble person. That's another thing I would like to say here. And you know, do you remember in the beginning when I said that this is someone who likes to expand their horizon? They don't see boundaries or borders where other people see them. So this is someone who also loves to emerge into, you know, different like cultures and countries. And they don't see the differences first. They see the similarities, and most importantly, they see that we are all the same. We may all have different experiences when it comes to certain areas of our life, but at the end of the day, we're all on the same boat. And this is how this person views the world. And maybe that's also why I got the message that there is this purpose deeply connected to this person's energy, which is all about unity, because that's how they see the world in the first place. And I don't know why, but look at this card. Do you see those people uniting, holding hands? This is their vision. Okay? Wow. Wow, Pal 1. This was an incredible reading. Incredible. Pal 1, this is all I have for you guys for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And yeah, as always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful Pal 1, take care, my dear. Hey Pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see who's the one for you. Now, my dear, before we start with the candle wax reading, I would like to get you one card from this archetype oracle deck to see which archetype card represents the one for you the most. And after we did that, we're going to start with your candle wax reading. So let's see. First of all, let's get you guys one card from this oracle deck for my beautiful pile 2. Who is the one for you? Who is the one for my dear pal 2? All right, let's get you guys one card. My goodness. 1 second, you guys. I have the ball right here and a few cards fell into the water. Oh my goodness, let them, you dry them. The water is right here and a few cards fell into. Okay, I think it's now dry. Let me shuffle like this. I don't want any cards to fall into the water again. For my beautiful pile 2, who's the one for you? Too many, too many. Who's the one? Okay, one card fell. All right, and we have the Saboteur card, and it says highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Wow, what a card. This is a very powerful card because it really shows a deep, like, shadow self aspect that some of us may sometimes carry, and how fear can hold us back from all the greatness that we can achieve, right? And all the things that we can create, not only for ourselves, but for others as well. Now, what I'm getting from this message in here, yeah, okay, what I'm seeing for you guys is that this person, the one for you, this is something that they know so well. This person knows exactly how it feels like when you find yourself in a situation in your life where fear takes over and that's all you see. And sometimes we can even be our greatest enemies, right? We can be in, battle with ourselves. And I really feel like this person at one point in their life, which I feel like is recently, this doesn't feel like something which maybe happened years ago, but this could be something that happened recently to them. They could have been in a situation in which they felt stuck. They felt very stuck. And the reason for this stagnation energy was fear. I feel like there was some mental energy in here. So maybe this person was afraid of something and there was a lot of overthinking. And you guys, you know that our imagination is incredible. It is incredible. It can be a great tool to create, like literally co-create our reality. But at the same time, it can also be an incredible, way to be in our own way, right? Through imagining, overthinking a variety of situations, worrying, and stuff like that, that may never happen, but it runs wild. And I really feel like this person, they were in a time in their life in which they were also sabotaging themselves and holding themselves back from honestly their own greatness. Now, of course, there could be more to this, right? I mean, the situation is important, the circumstance is important. There is a lot of things that needs to be connected to this, because it's much deeper than that, right? And we're only looking into the internal, I guess, struggle this person went through. But of course, there has to be certain environment, right, that creates this or encourages this as well. And of course, we're not getting anything about that. We're only looking into this, but it's important to also talk about that it's more than that, right? But just looking into what we're receiving from this card without any, like, what do you say in English? Like scenario connected to this, only looking into the card, I really feel like this person has at one point in their life sabotaged themselves. However, and this is something that is so incredible, I really feel like, one second, I'm getting a message. Yeah. I really feel like this period in their life in which they were stuck in this energy has allowed them to grow so much on a deep level. And this is their point of view. When I'm reading this, I'm looking this from their eyes. And this may be something they will say, or they may even say to the people around them, that this has been one of the greatest teachers in their life, this period, because it has taught them how they don't want to live, and it's being powerless. It has taught them how they don't want to lead their life. And it has taught them how they want to live their life, which is being empowered. And I really feel like this period has not only allowed them to acknowledge the self-sabotage tendencies that they have, but overcome them as well. And before we overcome something, it is important for us to be aware, like in the first place, become aware of the fact that it's there, right? I mean, you can't heal a wound if you don't know that there is a wound. You can't overcome something if you don't even see that there is something to overcome. It's the first step to become aware of whatever it is that's there. And this has allowed them to become aware of it, because I feel like maybe for a very long time this person has lived with this shadow self, with this shadow aspect of themselves for quite a long time, without seeing the need of looking into it, of working through it. And sometimes, it takes a certain situation for us to be this turning point, for us to not want to do this anymore, or for us to get this need of, or this want of change. And I really feel like this is what happened with this person. It came to a point in which they just didn't want to continue like that anymore. And they deeply felt within themselves that there is this need, this incredible need for them to make a change. And this is what they did. They didn't just accept this shadow self of them as a part of them. No, they saw it as a place or as a part of them that needs attention, needs love, needs care, needs nurture, and that they want to transform. It wouldn't surprise me if this came also in the form of a tower moment, that the self-sabotaging trap that they found themselves in, that they became aware of it through some kind of tower moment that really emphasized it. And that's the thing with the tower card as well. I mean, I know we don't have the tower card here, but for some reason, I'm really getting this card coming through. And what I find very interesting is that, when it comes to a tarot card, there is so much side to it. And of course, for like looking to the tower card, there is destruction and there is a lot of heavy energy. It's very intense. And yes, it can show a very dark negativity, but there is always two sides to something. And I've said this before, that I associate the tower card deeply with the Hindu god Shiva, because he is the destroyer, but at the same time he brings transformation. And for me, that's what the tower card is. It destroys something, but whenever something gets destroyed, whenever something ends, because that's what destruction is, it brings something to an end, there is a potential for something new, for transformation. First, something old needs to be destroyed or needs to be end for something new to start. And I really feel like with this person, they had this moment in which they found themselves in destruction, but they became aware of what wasn't serving them. And this brought a lot of potential for resetting, for, I'm literally hearing rebirth, literally rebirth. There has been a rebirth happening in their life. And maybe that's also why I'm getting so much gratitude, because there is really no other way to say it. It's almost like I can tune into this person's energy. They feel gratitude for what happened, which I think is a very big thing, because it's not easy, okay? It's definitely not easy looking into something very difficult, a part of your life, like a certain part, like time in your life, which could have been such a struggle, to look back to it and say that you're grateful for that. This is a very high view on it. And it's kind of like this person looks beyond all of the destruction and sees what they gained from it. And of course, at the time when they were in the situation, they were not able to say those things, right? Because you don't see the bigger picture, or at least the way this person sees it, because it's the bigger picture for them. Now that they overcame it, now that they see all the growth that was triggered from this experience, also overall the empowerment that happened, it's kind of like someone who doesn't know they're crawling, but they're crawling, and it takes them to really like fall down in a big way to realize that they weren't walking their whole life, but they were crawling. And this brings the opportunity for this person to walk for the very first time. But first they need to acknowledge that they crawled. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I'm trying to explain this energy the best way possible, but it is very complex, because I almost feel like this is one of the most important turning points of this person's life, and it's not just something easy or easily explainable. It's kind of like this person, they thought their whole life that they were living a free life. But once they were trapped, they understood that no, in fact, they weren't empowered before. There were still certain tendencies or patterns they had which were holding them back. But it took this almost like very exaggerate or very like deep phase in their life, in which they felt incredibly trapped, to understand that they never walked free. And I do feel like this person has done incredible healing, my dear. Incredible healing. This person is so proud of how far they've come. And there was a time in their life, and once again, I don't feel like it is that long ago, in which they lived from a place of fear, and now they live from a place of love. And this is the biggest gift for them, to now live so empowered, so, I'm hearing confident, so full of love, that looking back at the past, they understand how much of a prisoner they were to their own self, to their own shadow aspect, to their own fears, to their own limiting beliefs. And the trigger point was this tower moment, because it allowed them to look at what was happening, acknowledge what was happening, and then work through it, which wasn't something easy. This is not something easy. Absolutely not. This is probably one of the most difficult things this person has ever done in their life, but it was one of the most important things as well. And no one said that good things are easy, right? Absolutely not. In fact, very often the right path is the most difficult path. And for this person, it was very difficult to work through the aspects of themselves that needed love and needed nurture. But it was so important, so important. Wow, oh my goodness, like, I'm already speaking 15 minutes, but I really feel like this card is showing us not only an archetype that all of us at one point in our life could have been in, but this really shows a moment of victory for them. Yes, this moment of victory could have not come in the most pleasant way. In fact, the complete opposite. It could have come in the form of a tower moment. But it has allowed them to awaken their true potential. Wow. All right. Now, honestly, you guys, I can already feel the energies. Like, I can already feel everything. And let's just start right away. Let's just start. I'm literally already receiving messages. Like, wow, okay. I feel like I deeply connected with this person, like with their energy here. Their energy is very open to be read and received. All right. So, as always, my dear, give me a moment, although I feel like it is open to me, but please still give me a moment. Oh my goodness, like let me gather my thoughts, because I'm getting things coming through like this. Give me a moment, like I really need to see. You know what's very interesting? I feel like this person also reclaimed something in their life, or maybe discovered something in their life that they haven't lived to such an extent, which is their passion. Through this incredible growth that we have been looking into, I deeply feel like this person has also opened themselves up to the things that they deeply are passionate about. I feel like self-expression now in this person's life is one of the most important things. in the past, this person maybe wasn't really expressive regarding the things that are dear to them, maybe even their creativity, what they are very passionate about. But as I said, this new beginning, because that's really what it is, has allowed them to also recreate themselves. And I feel like now this person embraces a lot of things into their life that they're passionate about. It could be expressed through their work. Maybe they're doing something that they have a lot of love for, they're very passionate about. It could be expressed in where this person lives, what kind of people they surround themselves with. Honestly, this person could have experienced a lot of change. Maybe they've changed something regarding their career. Maybe they've changed something regarding their location. Maybe something regarding their environment, their personal life, their hobbies, what they put their energy and focus into, their time. I feel like this person has, oh, yeah, they've become a new person, an empowered person. And what I find also so incredible about them is that they stand up for themselves in a way that they never used to do. They protect themselves in a way that they may never may have done in the past. They care about their well-being, about their emotional, mental, physical, energetical well-being in a way that maybe in the past they never did. They are connecting with themselves in a way that maybe in the past they never did. This person has literally experienced liberation and freedom. And it is all them. Wow. Okay, this is such a random message. It has nothing to do with the messages we received before, but I am getting a message that this person, you're gonna be very attracted towards them. Like, this is a very good looking individual. Now, of course, it depends on, like, that's something very individual, right? Everyone may have, yeah, a different type, right? And maybe what one person sees as good looking is something different for someone else. So I'm just looking here from your point of view, from what you are gonna perceive as good looking. But this is something I'm receiving here, that this person, you're going to be very attracted towards them. And this could, in fact, even be one of the first things you notice about them, how good they look. Which makes sense, of course, because, I mean, the physical body is the first thing we see, we perceive about a person because of this physical world, right? And we don't, like, a normal person doesn't see a person's aura or energy field, right? You first see their physical body. And yeah, that's what I'm seeing, that you're gonna have a very positive impression on how they look because they could be your type. I feel like you could be very physically attracted towards them. Yeah, this person is a very passionate person now, and very, like, full of life, which I find very interesting because when you meet them for the very first time, you may not even think that this person experienced those dark times, because the energy that they will carry when you guys will meet, of course, they get how it resonates. For some, maybe you already have met. For others, you may meet in the future, but at the time you guys will meet them, they will carry such an, like, incredible energy, full of life, full of light, full of passion, full of desire to experience, to share, to explore, to express, especially creative expression. that maybe at first you won't even think that this person is coming from or has experienced such a dark place. But that's the thing, and that's what I'm getting from their energy. It took the darkness, or it took them to be in the darkness to see their own light. And that was also what I was trying to explain through the crawling example, that this person had not experienced their true light and their true potential before this tower moment. And it really took this dark energy for them to awaken this incredible light that is within them and that wants to be expressed and seen and explored. And what you see when you meet them is this light. And this light is going to be something that, and when I say light, I really mean this energy. You know, it's also like a symbolism. It's in this incredible energy that this person has. It's something that people feel drawn towards. This very uplifting and incredible aura that this person carries. People naturally feel drawn towards it, and this is something that you will experience as well. Even like throughout the first interactions, I feel like you will see how wonderful it is to be in this person's presence. And honestly, unless this person tells you about the things that happen in their life, I don't think that you will get any information about it. Like, you would never tell. But this light I've been talking about also is coming through like this balance, you know. They have such a beautiful balance when it comes to their energy. And this is something they created. This is something that they have made for themselves, coming from a place where total turmoil. Don't even talk about balance, total turmoil. Yeah, this person has come a long way, my dear. And honestly, I feel that they are incredibly proud of themselves. Because, as well, to all the things like, one second. Yeah, in addition to all the things we've talked about, in addition to that, this person is also so proud of themselves because they didn't allow the darkness to make their heart turn to ice, but they allowed their heart space to be open. They worked through it. And that's why their light shines also so bright today, because they resisted the darkness, you know, and they chose to become the light. Wow. Wow, Pal 2, wow. I don't know what to say. This was such a deep reading, and I really feel like we just explored a part of this person's life that runs really deep. And I really feel like when you meet this person, for those of you guys who haven't, and you're going to have a conversation about this phase in their life, it's going to touch your heart, because you can see how strong this person is, but more important, how much light they have within themselves. And in this person's example, sometimes it takes the darkness to bring out this light. Kind of like the stars, right? I mean, it has to become nighttime. Like, you don't see the stars if it's the daylight, right? Like, you have to have darkness to see how bright the stars shine. And that's the kind of example I get in here as well. So my beautiful Pal 2, this is all I have for you guys for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Also, my dear, if you haven't, of course, I invite you to subscribe to the channel as well. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my dear. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see who's the one for you. What do you need to know about them? Now, my dear, before we start with the candle wax reading, I would like to get you one card from this archetype oracle deck to see what archetype represents your person the most. So let's start with that. Let's see, for my beautiful pile 3, who is the one for you? Let's get one card that represents the one for you the most. Who is the one for you? One archetype card, please. All right. One card, please. Okay. All right. So, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Interesting. Okay, so for my beautiful pal 3, who is the one for you? What do you need to know about them? I know why. But the first message I received through this card was, this person has a great relationship with themselves. Like, I really feel like this is the kind of person who is very well balanced, not only in their energy, but in the connection to themselves as well. I feel like this is someone who nurtures themselves, does regularly self-care, maybe even self-love rituals or certain things that bring them into their inner like center. It just feels like this person is very well nurtured by themselves, which, you know, we're living in a world in which we are being told that we should, of course, take care of the relationships that we have with like friends, family, colleagues, society and stuff like that, right? But these are all relationships outside of us. We don't hear that much about how we should nurture ourselves, the relationship we have with ourselves. And I really feel like this person knows how important it is to nurture yourself. This person understands that the relationship you have towards yourself is not only the first relationship in your life, but the most important one. Because people come and go, but you can never run away from yourself. And I see that this is the kind of person who takes time off when they need it, who knows when they need to relax, who recharges their batteries. You never see this person getting drained, because before this happens, they will leave the situation and make sure that they take care of whatever aspect it is of themselves that needs to be soothed or taken care of. And you know what's also so interesting? I'm receiving a message that people see how this person treats themselves, and they see how much love they really give themselves, that it also inspires other people to do the same. I feel like being in this person's presence also inspires you to do more self-care, or to nurture yourself more, to be more kind towards yourself, more understanding, more gentle, more loving. This is literally the kind of person who inspires others. They have a very inspiring energy about them. And most importantly, I'm also getting calmness, peacefulness. That's something that a lot of people forget as well. How important it is for us to maintain a certain level of calmness or peacefulness within us, or within the relationship we have towards ourselves, which in the kind of world we're living in which there's so much out there, it is very important, but at the same time also very difficult, right, for us to find peacefulness within us, because there is so much turmoil outside. Finding this within us, it can be very difficult. But the more noise is outside, the more important it is to find silence within. And this is what I see this person doing, especially because when you are in a good relationship with yourself, or when you are grounded within yourself, when you maintain a certain level of peacefulness within yourself, it is very difficult for outside energies to bring you out of this. One second, I'm receiving a message. Another thing I would like to say here is that this person will also help you with healing something, healing an aspect of yourself or a part of your life. Of course, at the end of the day, this healing is something that no one can do for you. It's something you do. Other people can support you on that journey, or help you with certain maybe tools or knowledge which may help you through that. But at the end of the day, it is your doing. You have to do the healing. And also, of course, healing is not a goal, it is a process. Very important. A process that is individual for every and each person. The speed, also very individual. That's also why we should never compare our healing journeys to other people, because they may be expressed differently. Of course, there are certain things that may be the same, but your healing journey is for you. And I really feel like this person is going to help you with an aspect of yourself that maybe needs healing. And as I said, when it comes to the speed, it's very important for you to take your time. Maybe another person needs a certain amount of time to, to go through a certain process. With you, maybe you need, more time for yourself, and that's totally fine. It's not a race. Healing is not a race. And I really feel like when it comes to this person that you are bringing in, the one for you, of course, for some, maybe you have already met them. For others, maybe you haven't. But whoever this person is, they're going to be such a great support system for you. Not only when you need it through the healing time, but generally speaking, this is someone who believes in you. This is someone who has trust in you. And once again, it always comes back to our own relationship with ourselves. This person has so much trust in themselves, they believe in themselves, and they see that also in others. They see the grace within themselves, the greatness, the potential that they have within themselves, that they carry deep down. They also recognize it in other people, and they love to support other people. This is the kind of partner that will be at your side no matter what, no matter how difficult it becomes, no matter how great times become. You can always count on them. Hmm. Let's start with your candle wax reading. I'm already getting messages coming through here. Yeah. You know what I'm also hearing? I'm hearing, my dear, that there are a lot of people in this person's life who respect them, and look up to this person. So maybe it's connected to their career, maybe it's not, maybe it's about who they are as an individual. But I am receiving that a lot of people are looking up to them. And that's literally what I heard, are a fan of them. Yeah, they have a lot of fans. Interesting. Let me get you guys your candle. All right, so my dear, as always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for my beautiful pile 3. Who's the one for you? What do you need to know about them? I'm receiving a very interesting message. So I talked about the fact that this person inspires people, right? But there is more to it. I feel like it's not only about inspiration, it's about motivation. This person, it wouldn't surprise me if their work, like like honestly, if even if this has nothing to do with their work, but this person, they would be a great motivational speaker. Like seriously, great motivational speaker, someone who knows how to inspire other people, someone who knows how to make other people see the best in them, in themselves, and also acknowledge how much potential they have. This is someone who can be a great support system when it comes to difficult times in your life. They know how to bring you out of it. They would never leave anyone behind. That's something I heard. So, someone who motivates others for sure. So, as I said, if it has nothing to do with this person's like career path, then even in their personal life, if someone reaches out to them and they're having a very difficult time, maybe they're going through something, let's just say a family member is going through something very difficult, this person knows how to cheer them up, how to motivate them, how to make them see beyond the dark cloud that's in their life, to allow light back in. This person is very good at it, but most importantly, to acknowledge, like to make you see how much potential and how much you can really do. Because a lot of us carry a lot of limiting beliefs, right? And these limiting beliefs could have come from, you know, the way we grew up, maybe like parents, environment put it into our mind, maybe even society, like certain belief systems. But this person makes you see it yourself in a bigger way. Not only see yourself as this small me mentality, but see yourself as, I don't know why I heard infinite potential. Maybe that's something they have said before. Another thing, this is like such a random message, but I'm getting that this person has love connections. Like they know a lot of people, they have a network, and it's kind of like this person has like a lot of different people in a lot of different like fields or places. Like they know someone in 1 second. Yeah, in a lot of different areas. And if there is something you need help for, I really feel like this person knows someone somewhere who can help. They have a very good reputation. Which, okay, do you remember I talked like before the candle wax reading? I said that it feels like a lot of people are looking up to them or respect them. And I also said, like, for some reason, I'm getting the message of like fans coming through. I'm getting that they have a very good reputation. And there are a lot of people that would help this person out because this person has done a lot of good things in other people's lives and people are very eager to help them. So it's kind of like a lot of people owe this person a favor for some reason. I'm getting coming through here. Of course, it depends on whether this person is already in your life or not, but I'm receiving a message that for some of you guys, if they are not in your life, I'm seeing speedy energy. Like I'm seeing the time coming faster and faster. It feels fast moving at this time when you are watching this. Maybe for some of you guys, if you already met them, maybe you're even waiting for reconciliation. You know what I find also very interesting about this person? Their heart chakra is very open. And this is someone who loves to express themselves, also like emotionally speaking. I don't know why I'm getting this. Like, it's so strong. It's so strong, my dear. I really feel like this is someone who wants to love, who's very eager to give love, and at the same time, they are also someone who they can receive back. Like this person is emotionally available. And it's very interesting as well because I really feel like this person loves to express love. They love to express their emotions, so they don't shy away from that. They don't shy away from showing you how they feel, which I'm hearing is something that for some of you guys, maybe that's exactly what you're looking for. Maybe in the past, you were surrounded by people who either were emotionally unavailable or just had a very hard time with expressing to you how they felt about you. And you felt like in the cold a little bit. Another thing I would like to mention here is that I don't know why I'm receiving this message. This could be for someone specific, but it's gonna be very easy for you to open up to them emotionally. All right? Also, this is someone very protective. Like they're very, very protective of their loved ones. Very protective. Yeah, but definitely there is some respect energy in here. People respect this person. Okay, this is so random, you guys. Um, but another thing I am receiving is that, mm, one second. Okay, so there's one random message I'm getting, which is, I don't know why, but I heard Southeast Asian food. I don't know. Maybe this person likes that, or maybe you guys are gonna go to a restaurant which has Southeast Asian food. Or maybe someone likes to eat that. Let me see. Another message I'm receiving is that I don't know why, but I'm getting family members coming through here. So for some of you guys, the one for you could also get to know your family and family members. And I'm seeing that a lot of people are being encouraging when it comes to this relationship. Like a lot of your family members will encourage this and your love, your relationship. I don't know why, but for some, honestly, there could be some heavy commitment in here, like legal commitment, such as marriage and stuff like that. But of course, take it how it resonates because I know not everyone wants that, right? And at the end of the day, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But that's something I'm receiving here as well. Yeah. So, my beautiful pal 3, this is all I have for you guys for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And yeah, as always, my dear, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3, take care, my dear.